welcome back, beauties. D.Beasley here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. You know, I had to come and do a full face look featuring Rihanna's brand Fenty. Y'all, this makeup line has taken the makeup world by storm. I'm just gonna say that. She doesn't even have a lot of items, but her shade range is killing the game. Like, point blank, period. Like, nobody can sit around here and act like, oh, we've done that before. No, you haven't. You understand what I'm saying? She came out with 40 shades of foundation, like, at one time. She didn't wait and hook the women of color up later on down the line. Like, she took care of everybody. So from the palest of the pale to the darkest of the darkest chocolate sister, like, she took care of all of us, y'all. It's just so ridiculous. Rihanna is, I'm sorry, but she killing it. And this line has one gloss, which I'm wearing now. It's very moisturizing, by the way. She doesn't have any eyeshadow palettes. She came out with like the essentials: foundation, a gloss, highlighters, of course, because you know those are just essential. And she came out with these, they're called matchsticks. They're basically like little sticks, and it's like this like beautiful, like it's magnetic. Like, what? I won't lose my stuff now. Everything's gonna be together. Is that what you're telling me? But she came out with these are contour and conceal, and as well as shimmer sticks, which I didn't use in this video because I was too hype and struck by the blinding. Girl, you can see me all the way, girl. Anyway, so she came out with like the essentials of like makeup: foundation, a gloss, absolutely one gloss, okay? And like I said, it's amazing. I'm not hyping it up just because it's Rihanna. I'm hyping it up because it's good. Like, I just did the tutorial, which we'll get into in a minute. These kilowatt highlighters are amazing. This is the Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. There is another one I want to go get. I'm not really sure the shade, but I think it's a little bit lighter. I got that, and I got the infamous Trophy Wife, like, that everybody's been like going crazy over, and that's what I got on my cheeks, girl. Oh, back to the foundation. There are 40 shades. I am in the shade 430. It looked a little orange oompa loompish once I first put it on, but it did oxidize down and gave me this beautiful finish. It's really lightweight. I think I put 4 pumps on my face. I want to say 2 on each side. But it's really lightweight. Like, it's not really cakey. And it's like a soft matte, which is cool because I'm oily, and I believe Rihanna has, I want to say, combination type of skin tone, which I have as well because I only get shiny in my T-zone. This Matchstick Trio, this is in the shade Deep. This retails for $54. The individuals retail for $25. This gloss, single gloss, no other like shade, $18. I got my lips glistening, honey. The kilowatt highlighters retail, I want to say, for $32. And then I got a sample of the primer, which I'm really liking it. She came out with the basics of a look. Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and stop rambling, and I'm gonna let you all see exactly how I did this look. I am doing a talk through. Hopefully the video won't be too long, but I hope you all enjoy the line as much as I do. And if you have not went out and got shade matched, go and get shade matched and just enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just enjoy it. So if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye. Okay, so I went ahead and did my brows. What I'm gonna do, I didn't purchase the primer. These are all of the products that we're gonna be trying out today. So I picked up the foundation, which this is called the Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. I picked that up in the shade 430. I picked up this Matchstick Trio. This has like a concealer, a contour, and a shimmer shade. This is in the shade Deep 400. I picked up the infamous Kilowatt Trophy Wife highlighter. I also picked up this is the Highlight Duo. This is the Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. I picked that one up. And then I also picked up the Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb. Now, one thing about this line, there are no lipsticks, no eyeshadows. There's one lip gloss. There aren't a lot of everything. Like, she launched 40 different shades, but she did keep it simple. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do my face. I did not purchase the primer. I did get a sample from Sephora, so I'm just gonna go ahead and prime my face using this. Is exclusively sold on Fenty Beauty.com as well as Sephora.com. On the Sephora website, the Fenty Beauty primer says that the Pore Filter Instant Retouch Primer is a shine stopping, pore diffusing primer that smooths the way for better foundation application and longer wear with an instant retouch effect. So basically it mattifies your skin and it smooths your pores. So I'm all about that. I'm down for that 100%. Like I said, I did get a sample. I didn't purchase it. The primer itself retails for $32 for 1.08 ounces. So it's not humongous, but it's a nice size because you don't need a lot of primer, just need a dab. So I'm going to take this amount, and that may even be too much. I'm gonna put it in those areas of my face and just smooth it out. Now I already moisturized my skin with Belif Aqua Balm, which I'm absolutely running out of. But this primer feels like a lotion, kinda. It's not getting sticky to the touch. It's just basically blending into my skin. But it did smooth my pores out because my pores are mostly larger on my cheek and my nose area. So it did smooth those areas out. It feels really good, but it feels like a lotion. Because you know, most primers you get, I want to say it got matte, but you know, most primers will get really sticky as you're putting it on, like the more dry. Next to the foundation, I am in the shade number 430. When I actually matched myself online and I went in the store because I didn't know that they were selling them in the store like that next day. But the next day that it launched, so I went ahead and matched myself online. I did a pretty good job, so I just went ahead and kept the one that I picked up online, so hopefully it worked. It says on the Sephora website that it's like a medium coverage, but I've heard or read that it is like medium to full coverage, like you can build it up. This is also 1.8 ounces. It's the same size as the primer, but it says to shake it up really well. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush to apply it, and then I'll blend it out with my beauty sponge if I need to. So it comes with a pump. I'm gonna go ahead and pump it on the back of my hand. It's really liquidy. Oh Lord, wait a minute. It's liquidy as the NARS Luminous Weightless Foundation, which I returned a couple of times, so hopefully I won't have to return this. See, it's really liquidy and runny, which means it won't give you like a really cakey face. It's running off my hand. Ooh. I'm gonna apply it to just one side of my face first. It's so orange, but I heard it oxidizes, so hopefully that won't be an issue. One thing that everybody is raving about with her line is how many shades that she came out with. Like, the shade range is ridiculous. 40 shades at one time. Us women of color like are left out so many times when they come out with the foundation and they're like, oh, we're gonna have deeper shades later. So we're all like sitting around waiting on it while everybody else is enjoying like the foundation and testing it out and stuff like that. So that's what that looks like. I'm gonna just do the rest of my face. I need a little bit more. That was like 2 pumps. So I'm gonna do 2 more pumps. Might be too much, but we'll figure it out. It feels really light though, like I can barely feel it, really. They got me looking all oompa loompa-ish. But I'm gonna tell you, if I go to 420, it's gonna be too light, and if I go to 440, it's gonna be too dark. And I'm not buying 2 different foundations. I don't do that unless it's like a drugstore foundation. I'm not about to go spend $34 on 2 different shades, but it looks like it's oxidizing. I'm trying to get in a little bit more so you can see like the finish of it. If I wanted it to do more than what it's doing or cover more than what it's covering, I can like build it up. But to be honest with you, like, I like the coverage that it is right now. Like, it's not cakey at all, but it's giving me coverage. But as it states, it is like buildable. So if I wanted to keep going with it, I can. I'm gonna go ahead and continue with the line. I picked up the Matchsticks Trio in Conceal, Contour, and Highlight. This is in the Deep Trio. The trios are $54. These singles are $25 a piece. So you can pick your own, or you can like just go with the ones that they have set up. And I went with the ones that they had that came in the trio because, for the simple fact that these three are $54. If I wanted to purchase each one individually, which I can always go in and get like a different shimmer stick, those are $25 a piece. But I wanted to try these to you know, just give myself some idea, as well as show you all exactly, you know, like the shade range of them, because these work. Like, I picked up, I believe, the medium at first, and I was like, what are you thinking? But I went back to the store and exchanged it for the deep set. All of the matchsticks are magnetized, and basically they come in like a concealer, a contour, and like a shimmer stick. So these come in the shade Suede, which I'm a little bit iffy about because y'all know I like my highlight to pop, and this is not going to let my highlight pop. But I'm gonna try it for the sake of the video. I'm going to work it out. So this is Suede. That is considered like the concealer type shade. Then we have Espresso, which is the contour shade. And then we have Cinnamon, which is the highlight shade. So we're gonna start out with Suede. We're gonna use that to conceal under our eyes. See, he's not doing a whole bunch of highlighting. And I looked at the shade Caramel, which I'm gonna end up going back to get. I thought it was suit, like there's no in between, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure she'll come out with more, which I'm not complaining at all, because baby, when I tell you, she came out with more than enough shades to satisfy us. Baby, I'm not picky. I'm not picky at all. So I'm just gonna blend that out. It blends really good. But it's not highlighting like I want it to highlight. Like, it looks like my skin, but it's highlighting enough. I'm not gonna complain. We're gonna, because she does have shades that I can actually purchase. I'm not gonna knock her for that. So we're gonna go ahead with it. I am going to apply more under my eye, honey. Blends really good. They're so smooth, like they skin like. You see that? Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the shade Espresso, and we're gonna contour with that, and I'm gonna use a different brush for that. This reminds me of, yeah, see, now that's deep enough. This reminds me of my Anastasia Earth. Now we're gonna use my absolute favorite brush from e.l.f. for contouring, blending out the cream contour. Ooh, that blends out smooth too. Oh my god. Yeah, that blends out really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eye with my Beauty Bakery translucent powder. I'm not going to use the yellow one. I still want to see the actual color of the matchsticks in Suede, so I still want to see that color. So I'm just gonna use translucent to set my under eye. That way it doesn't change the color of it. She has a blotting, it's called an invisible blotting powder, I believe. But it's not for like all over your face type of use. It's just like a blotting powder. And I have a blotting powder from MAC. I'll eventually get hers because I do want to try it out. But I went ahead and set my Suede matchstick and translucent setting powder. I'm gonna set the concealer stick with my Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in the shade Deep 4. I'm not gonna use that much because I don't want to change the color of it. I'm just gonna set it because it is a cream. You always want to set a cream with a powder. See, and it's not changing the look of it. She doesn't have any eyeshadows, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use these as eyeshadows too. So this is the Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. I'm going to use that on my face first. These are what the containers look like for her highlighters. Beautiful, beautiful, just simple. And this one is the Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. This is Ginger Binge and that's Moscow Mule. But this is the Duo Kilowatt. And I'm gonna use it on my eyes. I actually recently picked this up too, the Huda Beauty. She has these beautiful shades here at the bottom that I can use as transition shades. So I'm going to go ahead and do so. First, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes. And this is my Essence I Love Stage eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna take my Morphe Y16 and I'm going to use, I believe it's Cocoa from the Huda Beauty palette. I'm just gonna place it in my crease as my transition shade. First, we're gonna take Ginger Binge, and it's here. I'm just gonna place it on my lid. Ooh, it's so pigmented. Dopeness, girl, honey boo boo child. Look at that pigment. And I'm not, this is a dry brush, like it's not even wet. I'm gonna take the other side of the brush and I'm just going to place that right on top of that. Oh my god, that's the more glittery shade. It's super dope. It's not a lot of fallout, but I don't want it to be because I already got my stuff situated on my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my lashes and mascara on and I'll be right back. Now that I have my lashes and mascara on, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Trophy Wife Kilowatt highlighter. It doesn't go with anything that I have on, but I'm gonna use it anyway. So again, this is the packaging here. This classic white packaging with Fenty Beauty on the front, and this is Trophy Wife, y'all. I'm gonna swatch this just to be swatching it. That goes with absolutely nothing that I have on. We're gonna go with the flow and we're gonna put it on anyway. So I'm going to use this as my highlighter. Ooh. Baby. And I'm using a light hand. Whew. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Like, oh my god. Girl, hold on. Cause we finna shine today. Girl, you gonna have me looking like Rudolph. I'm gonna put it in my inner corners too. Just to annoy people. I don't even think the camera is doing it justice. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? It's like it's everything. So Trophy Wife is described as a 3D hyper metallic gold, and that's exactly what it is. It's dope. Like, it's dope, baby. If you gonna get any of her highlighters, that's the one you need to get. And those retail for $34 and they come in 5 different shades. Well, I want to say 6 different shades. You can see me on the other side of the room with the highlighter. Last but not least, I picked up her only lip product that she has. It is a lip gloss. It's a gloss bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. The website describes it as an ultimate gotta have it lip gloss with explosive shine that feels as good as it looks, and it's one universal rose nude shade. So this is the shade we're rocking tonight. You feel me? This is what it looks like. And it has this really large doe foot applicator, which is amazing. So I'm not even gonna swatch it on my hand. Ain't no swatching on no hands, baby. We finna just go in. Okay. It smell good. It feel good too. Got my lips been dry to the mug. My lips been dry. Is oh get out. That is cute. I like that. Come on, gloss. Come on, gloss. So that is Fenty Glow, which is the gloss bomb. Oh my god, honey. Y'all already know how I feel about this collection, right?